Hey, I'm Jazz. This is WMVSTV, and you are going to be thinking about commitment today. I'm not talking about getting married. I'm not talking, no, plenty of time. I'm talking about doing something because you said you would do it. How hard is that? Oh my gosh, nigh on impossible. Apparently, we tell hundreds of lies every day. Just by when we say like, yeah, I'll do it in a minute, and we never mean to do it. Or yeah, it looks nice, when we actually think, no, this meal's great, when it tastes like rubbish. We tell lies to keep the peace, to make everything okay. Because if you radically told the truth all the time, you get into so many discussions that you haven't got time for. But what if you said you were going to do something and then did it? What would that look like? There's something interesting about making a commitment, because when you want to change, when you've decided, I don't want to be like this anymore, I want to be more like this, I want to stop doing something or start doing something, I want to do more of this, or I want to be less this and more this. When you've made that decision, the next thing that happens is you try and you fail. And it's all about what happens at that point. Because when you fail, you can either have a story of, oh, well, there we go, that's why I don't do it, I knew it would never work, I might as well give up. Or, okay, that's the first failure. Good. I need to be aiming for epic failure, because the success is what? Someone who has failed and got back up again and again and again and again. That is the very essence of success. But it's hard. We want to give up because giving up is easier. But what if you made a commitment and you saw it through no matter what? What do you want to change? What do you want most in the world? Something you're in control of. I'm not talking about winning the lottery. You don't control that, do you? Otherwise you already would have won it. What is there that you can change, that you would like to be different? It could be something small, like, not biting your nails anymore, or stopping smoking, or stopping drinking. Is it small stuff? Or it could be about who you want to be. It could be that you're not going to self-harm anymore. It could be that you're not going to doubt yourself every time someone says something positive about you. You're not just going to push it away. It could be that you're going to regulate how you feel and think, so that you can be more fulfilled. These are the important things. So what I want you to do is think about what you would like to be different, what you want to do more of or less of, who you want to be. What's the small step towards being the person you want to be? And then, whatever it is, stopping smoking, stopping biting nails, whatever it is, I want you to write it down on 5 bits of paper. I mean, if you can only find 3 people, do 3. But 5 is better. You write it down and you find 5 people who know you and are for you. That means that they love you, or they're championing you, or they are supporting you. They are for you. You don't always get on, but they are on your team, right? And you give them a piece of paper and you say, I'm going to do this because I said I would. And you hand it to them. I tell you to do 5 because I'll tell you something. If you give it to one person, right, if you don't write it down, you don't change. You make a deal with yourself, you get it wrong, you just carry on. If you write it down, it feels more real. If you write it down and give it to someone else, they're going to ask you about it, girl. And you're going to have to say, oh yeah, I didn't care enough about myself to actually do what I said I was going to say. And that makes you look awful. It sounds awful. So when you give it to someone, you end up more likely to do it. But if you give it to one person is very easy to avoid. You just I can't come out, oh, I'm sick, oh, I'll talk later. Just ghost them. I mean, it's easy to avoid one person, but to avoid 5. People will come after you, man. You avoid 5 people, they're going to think you've run off. They're going to come for you. So 5 people, the same commitment to 5 people. For a week, I will. For the next 2 weeks, I will not. Whatever it is, give it to 5 people and ask them to check in with you. So whenever they see you, or they can send you a message, or if you're both on TikTok, how's it going with your promise to yourself? It sounds weird in a way, like you should be able to say something and do it, but this isn't you. This is the human condition. Humans generally are a bit rubbish when it comes to seeing things through, because stuff gets in the way. But you can navigate things and still take a journey of saying, this is what I want my destiny, my future to be. I believe in you. Go for it.